motion to accept the minutes.
Second it.
All in favor? Okay, Mr. Phil, what do you got for us?
Is Bruce on his way back?
No,
He said he forgot. He didn't say he was coming here. Yeah.
He's not coming?
He said, that's what he said. He said, I forgot, and he was a bunch of people somewhere. He never said anything about him gonna come.
I was gonna say, Temples are here about that rezoning.
Yeah.
I found something in 2003 that, Hall Temple had that rezoned from agriculture to, highway commercial, 2003.
Where at?
That's why Bruce was supposed to double check. I give the information all to Bruce.
Phil, it was from the Washington Street, 750 feet back. I think that's, at that time, I think that's all further they went.
Yeah, right, and in fact, but going north.
If you're going north, it's 700 feet, 750 feet from there, out there in the field.
Right. But, you're one about 700 feet from the road, right?
600.
600, what did I say? It's already been rezoned, I think.
Yeah, they done that
But
way.
it
doesn't show that on our property taxes, it shows as, residential and farm.
I know.
Yeah, but I thought they done it at the same time they put my garage in there. Out
Yeah,
there.
they took 600 feet or something.
750.
Okay, on both sides of the
Yeah.
highway, all the way out.
If you look at that map there, you show all of that,
That would cover that section you're going.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna change that.
But it don't show it on the county map.
I know,
And our
Somebody-
property taxes say agriculture and residential.
right.
Well, well, my house is residential too, agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody just didn't turn it in or what?
No, or my house from the co-op out to Denny's is residential.
Oh,
What shows on the map?
Mhm.
Go to the map.
The other auto showed on the map.
On the other side of the road, they show it on the map. Right there.
So Bruce is gonna check that out.
Bruce is supposed to check that down at the courthouse.
Well, if the courthouse shows it, it's residential.
But he's gonna go back into we had this, there's a description, legal description on what I had to give him, I found it in the book, back in 2003. This legal description of what was zoned. We had to go back to the courthouse and look it all up, see what was zoned.
and did they rezone it for that plant that was coming in?
Well,
Or is that the same area?
All Temple had that rezoned. You guys
That's
own
right
it before?
across from one of the buildings.
We bought it, go down.
Oh,
We're at the top. Oh, okay, okay. That's where you're at.
See, Paul actually bid on the whole 90 acres.
Okay,
And us two, and my brother Larry and Dad bought everything in the city limits
okay, okay,
from Paul.
okay. Yeah, that barn there.
The barn closest to town is Paul's,
That
the other
yellow
one's
okay.
ours.
Bruce was supposed to check that out, that's why I don't know if he's gonna come or not.
He's not coming, he forgot. Yeah, that's all I can say.
So I can't help you, I gotta say, I went to all the trouble with Bella. Bruce said, I'll take care of it.
Well, last I heard from him, he was telling me it was already rezoned, but that's all I got.
Not me running around, Bruce.
But you guys wanted it commercial, is that
Yes.
correct? Yeah,
Right.
so see, we may still have to
It was
rezone it.
changed from residential to commercial.
Yeah,
That's what you want to, yeah.
Yeah.
You want the whole thing or just
Yeah,
750 feet?
17 and a half acres there. The vet clinic owns 2.5.
Yeah,
And then we had a 20 on that side of the road. We want the other 17 and a half.
Right on the county.
Also,
North of
he did say
Whittle
something about,
Road or 2000, whatever you wanna call it.
he did say something about Roger Kern. And Paul Temple wanted that, does that make sense to you? That the old red, big red barn?
Roger.
Now, Paul owns the barn to the south.
yeah.
Yeah,
We got the
I'll do some more research on it.
You guys got the lake?
Mhm.
Make
But there's
them-
no need doing anything with it. Cause all she would do is put a couple houses in around there.
And Bruce is gonna go down to the courthouse and pull up the description of what was.
If he goes courthouse, it's gonna show residential.
No, he's gonna go pull up the paperwork that was turned into the courthouse.
Well, I don't know how he's gonna do
Let's
it,
see what it should show.
but it should be 700,
History.
it should be 750 feet from the center of Washington Street
Right.
east.
So I got that part, and it said, there's two sections of that. One was 15 or 16 acres, and the other was smaller amount.
Yeah, 2.5 with the, veterinary place.
Yeah, yes, because she bid against us at that auction, and after we bought the whole 20 on that side, plus the others, and then I went and talked to Fran at the time, and she offered us what she bid on it. Because we thought the veterinary clinic wouldn't be bad to have close to the farm.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm sorry I can't help you, but Bruce is supposed to take care of that.
You're gonna have to recommend it. Figure something out.
Cause you pay or something, Billy.
You got anything else, Phil? You got a lot.
A lot. Jay King was supposed to be in here tonight, I don't see him. I'll still wanna read that note we got from him.
Yeah, he come in here on the 25th of last month and left a note with the ladies in the office saying, I'll just read it. He said he was working on getting the yard clean. He can't find anybody to help him. He did get a building cleaned up, and he's been putting stuff in there. He's been having dizzy spells, and he planned on being at this meeting, but he's not here.
I
Mhm.
said, just
He
to make
was
that
good.
comment.
Otherwise, got a dizzy spell today.
That's right.
He went out there.
I think he ought to be reprimanded somewhere, or we've been at this over 2 years.
He is mowing it. It looks a lot better than it did.
Well, he
seen
did
him out
mow
there
out
Saturday
there,
cutting.
not all of it, just in front of them concrete blocks.
I think that has to have been condemned.
I can't believe you're gonna fix that house. up.
No.
I can't believe it.
I was out there this afternoon about 2 o'clock, was it, I guess. He was out there chopping down trees. In the back of the yard.
Well, maybe he is doing something
I'll
about it.
give him credit, it is more organized chaos than it was before, you know, he stacked up the blocks and these, this and that and another, but it's still,
John jump behind that house.
yeah. there's
That's
still
where he
a
done,
lot
he
of
just
junk.
moved it back up between the house and that trail.
Yeah, there's still a lot of junk there.
One day I seen he had a trailer and stuff on it.
It's still on.
Still on it.
And that brings up another problem,
Maybe get him.
trailers. We're getting several trailers like he's got, running in them and stuff. The book says you can have them so many days. And after that, it doesn't say what to do with them. There's no fine or anything.
That's a bunch of baloney,
So
him
hard
living in
to
that
force
camper
something
and
you
going
don't
to
have
surplus and using the bathroom.
No.
But, well, they did not, took less, oh.
So can we can we recommend that they can, put a fine on that?
Well, as long as they're hooked up to electric and sewer and stuff. If they're living there,
They had no sewage.
oh,
Sewage. Didn't you hear him say that if they go to Circle
well,
West?
we're talking about something else.
Oh,
How about the trailer?
Yeah,
I ain't trailer hooked up, are they?
cause if they got, people's got a trailer and they take it camping, they gotta have somewhere to plug it in. And they gotta have electric and stuff in the wintertime and stuff. They just can't set it out there if they're open. Huh?
Maybe he's just put it in that house, or he's got a generator or something.
I don't know.
No, when I went past there on the way to the meeting, I drove past there, and there was electricity, there was a light on in that shed.
He's got electric.
Yeah, they got electric there.
I think we need to give him a couple of this thing.
Well, better said, let's send a final notice. I don't know how, that's just a thought, okay, from Kurt, but, you know, I know a guy is not healthy, and I can, you know, anybody knows about me not being healthy, it's me. But I mean, you know, we can't just let it keep going on and on and on and on.
Also, we're talking about finals, we did talk to the guy at the cheese factory. We sent a last letter certified and we told him that was the final. And he called and said he couldn't be here because he has to work, because he's been off work so much. He wanted an extension, we gave him, what, 10 days?
Yeah, but that was 10 days from Monday.
She's fine.
Yeah, over there.
It had been a week on Monday.
Yeah, well, it'd be 10 days from Monday, yeah, because his second 10 days would have ended on Sunday.
What's he planning to do with it, or I've never heard where they intend to do anything with it or not.
Well, he's trying to fix it up, he said every time he fixes it up, kids come in and tear it all up. Bust all the windows, paint lawnmower and everything in there.
What's he fixing it up for? What's his,
They were using it for some kind of business. They were kind of storing stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
But now he's afraid to store anything, when
Yeah.
get in there and tear it up.
Pretty much same situation.
He said he never got the first letter, so we sent the second one, certified.
He got that one.
And he called me that Saturday morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's when you called me anyway.
Saturday morning. I tried to get him to come tonight, and he said he couldn't miss any more work, he works nights.
Where's that guy from? Right here?
Cal City.
not to change the subject, but why is Scott not going around to these places with 50 million vehicles in the yard and taking care of some of that stuff?
Well, that's, yeah, council should be on that.
That's Curtis' problem.
As long as they got a,
Yeah.
yeah, here's another thing.
That's town council.
If they got a current license plate,
You can't do nothing.
it ain't nothing you
They
can do
don't
about
have
it.
current license.
I'm sure I know there's a lot out there, there's 3 in my neighborhood, that, you know, more than that, actually. But if they have a current license plate, you can't do anything about it.
There's some sort of license.
But, I mean, you know, that's just.
Yeah.
Council has to,
And jacked up, somebody's gonna get hurt one of these days.
oh,
The town council got to get on the butt first. Put a lot of fire into it.
That's impossible.
Also, something about the trailers, there's no fine or anything on them. Who issues the fine? You write a citation or how you do that?
When I talked to
I had to read the book. I don't-
Scott about it earlier, he said that you could find them. And you know, he could give you, there's like a booklet or whatever, you just write out and
That's
fill
what
out
I'm
the
saying.
ordinance. And then you could send it in the mail or hand it to him in person, or, you know, somebody could. And then they'd have to come up here and pay the fine.
We can't just send a blank piece of paper saying he
Well,
owes
I think
$25
it should be
fine.
his job.
Yeah, it said something about put the ordinance that they're violating on there, what the fine is, and
Okay, so you talked to Scott about that.
yeah, I ran into him earlier and was asking him about it a little bit. He said that he could go with you to do it, to deliver it, or if I had needed to do it. But he said you were kind of more on that.
I guess if anybody got a list of,
How many trailers are there that way? I didn't know that, just that 2.
are you talking about cars?
He's talking about cars, no.
I mean,
How about the travel trailers?
Yeah, trailers at this
Oh,
point.
Get one out there for us and Donnie's, that house, that big 2-story night house. Get one up here,
That's all I said.
a few around town.
And they got hooked up. And told you. I guess they could park it, couldn't they?
No, you're really not even supposed to have them parked there for more than 14 days in a 60-day period, I think is what it
Is
says.
that right?
On page 47 in the book.
But it never says a fine if they are, you know, longer than that.
I read through it, I was gonna read through it, couldn't find it. I had Bruce, and Bruce said surprised it wasn't final. He said we had to go to the Board of Zoning Appeals, they'll set it, so.
So is that the next meeting that someone needs to go to and, you know, bring that to their attention? Or do you go to the main board first?
I guess we'll have to go to the next board meeting then.
Just
Maybe
mention
the
it
next
to
board
them.
meeting, Ralph, zoning board, yeah.
Appeals.
It's not, it's, see, we have one in July, so it'll be
Mm-hmm.
just every 3 months.
Yeah.
Unless somebody calls a special meeting.
Yeah, you can do that.
You can call a special meeting if you wanna have it and have them come in.
Yeah. I would assume that you could call that, Bill. I mean, that would be under your,
It's got to.
Yeah, it's Ralph, when
He's-
Ralph, you're
is he the
president, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. You're, appeal,
Yeah.
appeals board, your president.
Supposed to be. Scott does most of the talking.
Yeah.
Or the laundromat, I haven't heard anything from her yet, she's still. Asking her, do you get a hold of, I didn't hear about Evansville. Talk to you about this water and sewage stuff.
Yeah, oh, for the laundromat. Yeah, they were needing some maps. I got it to them, but I haven't heard anything past that.
I heard they were running out of money.
Ain't got started yet.
Well, I just heard they
Yeah,
were running out of
They
money.
got- It's drifting out, that's.
They
about
gutted it, yeah.
Drifting out. Good idea. Takes money.
They're supposed to be putting in a sewer system in August in our,
Oh, it's coming soon. Still got a sign out there coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
sewer sign.
Yeah, paper sign out there says coming soon. And one day I seen him sitting there in lawn chairs.
Yeah,
Just stops there, where's that, how soon is that? Well, what else, anything else you got, Phil?
We sent a few draft letters out, didn't we?
Yeah, I sent a couple around town and they'll be up on Saturday, so hopefully they'll get her taken care of.
I said that, I was surprised they had that, looks better.
Yeah.
Back to the cheese factory, it's getting all rolled up, but the guy stopped paying, so he stopped mowing.
Ain't that
Don't
blame
blame
him.
me.
Out at the, I called, Aaron Wells about the, C-store out there, about the grass out there, and he can take care of it. And what, it was 2 weeks ago, was Nelson?
Getting there, yeah.
I didn't see
And,
anything.
It was before the 4th of July because we wanted it cleaned before then.
Where's that at?
The store going up by Wendy's out there, it's all grown up.
well, it seemed like they just,
They're concrete now.
are they, okay,
Yeah, fine.
it seemed like they went, real fast and then all of a
They're
sudden
down
it's
for
just.
concrete.
they'll be lucky if they got it done in another year.
I think they have trouble with money.
Pipes and stuff out there, man, they got concrete pipes, big old black pipes.
They're running a pipe over that from the long run, where you go in there over to that ditch. They're doing that today,
Okay.
but they ain't cut them weeds or nothing. You can't hardly see coming down there.
That was
I
Scott's.
told the
concern.
owner, the, building superintendent,
The well get after where them doctors built that ground across from Denny's, that's growing up, them weeds and bushes are getting over my head. It ought to be mowed off.
Oh, yeah, it's in the ordinance.
It's in the ordinance,
Yeah.
anything over 6 inches, but
Well,
it's bad.
if it's a vacant lot, I know it's a little bit higher, but you
Think
always
it's-
had to have that. That happened when I was on the board the last time, but if it's a home, it's a little less, but
I think it's 12 and 18 inches.
I don't
12
remember
for
which
one.
residential and
It's
18.
a long ways over
Yeah.
12 and 18 inches. It's as old
And we
as tall
should
as I
send
am.
a letter.
Well, the only thing is, if they don't watch it, so many growed up bushes, they can't do nothing.
Yeah, that's what I say.
They're growing fast.
You gotta send them a letter. Well, hell, the rain be bad in the sun.
Hey, Phil, hey.
What do you guys think about the weed and grass that's growing up out in your lot, big lots? It's got 4 or 5 acres in it. Should they keep it mowed down or how to?
What do we do?
What do you think of that ordinance?
Is it in city limit?
Yeah,
And keep it down?
I just want what your farmer's opinion would be on that.
Yeah, it's not used as agriculture.
I was gonna say, yeah,
You can't fall back and say, you know, it's.
It's not agriculture
Is
anymore.
that
That's what I'm
straight
saying.
east of Dennis you talking about?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
on the west side of the road at Denny's.
West side.
West
side.
Oh, yeah, that's.
That's where they used
to.
They used to farm that, but now they're just letting, and them doctors, foot doctors from Jasper bought it. And they're supposed to put a clinic there, but I don't think they're going to now, and it's just screwed up. It's actually, it's a tall as I am.
Paul used to farm that, and then I think old Jimmy Culver, yeah,
He bought it,
and,
and he sold it to them doctors.
okay, because then he had Jeff Dyke farming.
Mhm.
Over there when he bought it.
Jeff tried to rent it this year and they said, no, they wouldn't rent it.
Huh.
So if they ain't gonna rent it, they need to clean it up,
Yeah, that's right.
cause it's growing up in bushes too.
Yeah.
And when it gets so big, you know what happens then,
And how much ground is it?
10 acres.
They could afford the land, they could afford the place.
Yeah,
That's right.
so these,
That land wasn't cheap.
No,
also,
The land's cheap
the
anymore.
board's consent, we'll go ahead and send them a letter.
yeah,
Yeah.
send him a letter. I don't know who you sent it to.
I'll have to just look it up on the GIF.
How about the Dollar General store down there, that ditch and stuff, how that?
Yeah, I don't know, shouldn't they take care of that?
Well,
They mowed it, but they just left that part tall.
Is that the town responsibility for the ditch, the road, or?
Y'all, get on their guys' mower, make sure they.
They're the ones that built that and, made that bank the way it is when they put out the dollar store in. Sure. I'd say it's on them. It always has been before.
Yeah, they just mow it,
talk to Christine, she'll do her best.
Yeah, I've talked to her and she's like, they said they're gonna come do it, and then they did come and do it, but they left that real tall.
that actually belongs to the guy that owns where the car lot.
That little bit in the corner
Yeah,
there.
that's who it belongs, he's out of Louisville, I think. They take a mower when they mow the grass, they turn on it.
Yeah.
It's Johnson grass what's coming up there, and then it goes down that ditch and that stuff. Well, you know what it does.
Yeah. It spreads by the roots and by the seed.
That's right. Once it gets started, it's heck.
Nasty stuff.
Anything else, Mark?
I think Buzz got any questions?
Any public comments?
Tell Bruce to be here next.
Yeah, no. I'll try and get a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor? Next meeting's August 20th, 6:30. Ralph might have to be a chairman.